friends! This month in art, we're going to be learning about one of the elements of art, and that element is line. We use lines all the time in art. We use lines every time we draw, paint, sketch, pretty much anything. Even when you write your name, you use lines. So let's learn a little bit more about lines today. Okay, friends, here's my art element poster about the element of line. What does it say? What is a line? Let's read it together. A line is, ready, a mark made by a pointed tool. It can be long, short, straight, curved, thick, thin, etc. Lines can be geometric or organic. Then it gives us some examples of geometric lines. Geometric lines are man-made. They can be horizontal, vertical, diagonal, jagged, etc. Then we see this really weird picture of this guy screaming, and it's actually called The Scream, the name of that painting. Those are organic lines. Organic shapes are curved and natural, found in nature. Geometric lines, organic lines. Okay, friends, now we've talked a little bit about line. Let's see how good of a line detective you are and see if you can find some lines in this classroom. First of all, I want to see if any of you can spot or find a wavy line. Look around the room. I'll give you a minute. Okay, good job. Now, let's see if you can find a horizontal line. First of all, what is a horizontal line? Which direction is it? If you said like this, it's straight across from left to right. That's a horizontal line. See if you can find one of those in the classroom. Great job. Now let's see if you can find a diagonal line. Which direction would that be? If you said at an angle like this, or an angle like that, that's a diagonal line. It's going at an angle. See if you can find one or two diagonal lines in this room. Good job, friends. Now let's see if you can find a vertical line. What is a vertical line? If you said straight up and down, from top to bottom, that is a vertical line. See if you can find one of those in the classroom. Great job. You guys are good line detectives. Now let's make it a little more challenging. Let's see if you can find a zigzag line in this classroom. All right, you can look all around, up, down, on the posters, on the walls. I'm sure you'll find one. Now let me think. Let's see if you can find a dotted line in this classroom somewhere. Good job. You guys are great line detectives. One more. Let's see if you can find a curved line in this classroom. Okay, I think you guys got this line thing down. You're good at finding lines. Now we're going to use some of those lines in our art project. So follow along with me. Okay, friends, for this art project, you're going to need a piece of white drawing paper, a pencil, some watercolor pastels, one of my favorite things to use, and you're going to need a black Sharpie. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is put your hand down on your paper, take your pencil, and trace your hand. It doesn't have to be perfect, just do your best. All right, there's my hand. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide my hand into sections, and you can do this however you want. I think I'm going to draw a line to it's kind of going to be like a puzzle. Probably do each of my fingers and my thumb separate. And you can just randomly draw some section off your hand into pieces. And even down your wrist would be great too. It doesn't really matter how you do this. All right, now the goal of this art project is to create different line patterns in every section that you've made on your hand. So we've talked about lots of different kinds of lines, and if you need some help, you can always look around the room and find more lines. So we're going to go ahead and we're gonna do this with black Sharpie, and you can just do it right now, or if you wanna do it with pencil first, you can. But I think you can probably just do it with the Sharpie. friends, once your hand is all done with all the cool lines and patterns that you made, then don't worry if you have a couple marks on there where you were tracing and you can see the pencil, because you can go back with an eraser and just erase those pencil lines. So if you didn't quite get those covered, just go back and erase them. Anywhere that you want to touch it up with the eraser. All right. Now this is the fun part. After you get it all colored and it looks really great with so many cool line patterns, then you can take these awesome watercolor pastels and you can just color over it wherever you want to. Because then after we color with these, we're gonna get them wet with the baby wipe and it'll turn to paint. I'm turning it on the side of my oil pastel because I think I can cover more area if I do that. Always keep a bigger piece of paper underneath because it gets kind of messy. Take your baby wipe and kind of wrap it around your finger like you're wrapping your finger up. And then you just go around in circles and start blending your colors. I like to fill in all the spaces so there's not very much white showing if I can. All right. See how it went onto the paper, so make sure you have paper underneath. Okay friends, there's my line design hand with lots of pretty colors. I hope you enjoyed making this and learned a lot about lines. See you next time.